let's take a look at the costs associated with car ownership. So Ron's car uses 9.3 liters of fuel per 100 kilometers. The current cost for fuel is 85 cents per liter. How much fuel does he need for a 980 kilometer trip? And then part B, how much will the trip cost him? So let's look at the information we're given. We are given that his car uses 93 liters per 100 kilometers, and we're told that the cost is 85 cents per liter. So to figure out how much fuel he needs for a 980 kilometer trip, we are going to look at how much fuel is used per 100 kilometers, so 9.3 liters per 100 kilometers, and then we're going to multiply it by the distance, so times 980 kilometers. And that's going to give us 91.14 liters. Don't worry about your rounding here. This one is exactly 2 decimal places. If you end up with like 10 decimal places, then round it, but here we didn't round. Part B, how much will the trip cost him? So we know how many liters we are going to be using on the trip, and we know the cost per liter. So we are going to multiply those two together. Okay, and this is going to give us approximately $77.47. So again, remember that money should always be rounded to 2 decimal places. Okay, let's take a look at depreciation of cars. So for question 4, Paul bought a car for $34,500. It depreciates by 15% each year. How much is this car worth after 4 years? So depreciate means that it goes down in value. And so that means we are actually going to be using the value formula here. So our value formula is very similar to our compound interest formula. We have V is equal to P times 1 minus R to the power of N. So this is what we're looking for. How much is car worth? This is the value. So we don't know what the value is. We do know what P is. This is like your principal. This is your starting amount. This is how much Paul paid for the car. So $34,500. Now R, this is your interest rate as a decimal. So 0.15. And then N, in this case, we're always going to be sticking with years. We're not going to be thinking about per month or day or whatever. We're always going to stick for years. So N is just going to be number of years. And in this case, it's 4 years. So we're going to put all of that information into our formula. And we end up with 34,500 times 1 minus 0.15 to the power of 4. And I'm going to simplify what's in the brackets. So 1 minus 0.15 is going to give us 0.85. Okay, you should be able to put that all in your calculator. But again, if yours doesn't do BEDMAS for you, make sure you do the component with the exponent first. Multiply that all together, we get $18,009.22, and this is a rounded number. So after 4 years, this is how much Paul's car is worth. Lastly, let's look at a car scenario that deals with maintenance costs. So we have Trish, who has owned her car for 3 years. How much has the maintenance on her car cost during that time? So we're going to look at a bunch of different services that people typically have done on their car. And we've kind of put them into 4 different groupings here. And we've also said the frequency. So this is how often you should have it done. So for example, the lube, oil, and filter change should be done every 3 months approximately. We also have the cost each time it's done, and then we're going to calculate the cost over the course of 3 years. So first off, I want to look at how many times per year this actually means when we look at the frequency. So if the frequency is 3 months, then this means we're doing it 4 times per year. For the tire and brake inspection, this is every 6 months, so this means 2 times per year. The wheel alignment is every 12 months, so this means 1 time per year. And lastly, we have a check of the cooling system, and this is supposed to be done every 24 months. So this is actually 1 time every 2 years. And if we're doing it per year though, this works out to 0.5 times per year. Yes, it doesn't really make sense. You can't go in and do it a half a time, but for the purposes of estimating the cost of car ownership, we're going to be using this. So we see in our third column the cost for each time, and we're going to use that to help us calculate the cost over 3 years. So what we're going to do is we're going to take how many times per year you need this thing done. So our first one, lube, oil, and filter, we need it done 4 times per year. And then we're going to multiply it by the number of years. So we have 4 times 3, and then we're going to multiply it by the cost. So the cost is $49.95. Okay, we're going to multiply all of those things together, and we get $599.40. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing for each of the grouped services. So tires and brake inspection is 2 times a year over 3 years, and it's $81.50 each time. And that's going to give us $489.00. The wheel alignment, only 1 time a year, so 1 times 3, and then that costs $106.75. And that gives us a total of $320.25. And lastly, we have the cooling system cost. So 0.5 times 3 times 92.25. And that one is equal to $138.38. So this last one is a rounded number. So we've calculated all these individual costs over 3 years, and now we're just going to do a total. So we are going to add all of these together. Okay, so all of these different components of maintenance together, and that total is $1,547.03. I'm going to squeeze my 0 in there. 3 cents over 3 years.